today's video. If you guys are new here, my name is Santos. If you guys are returning subscribers, what's good fam? Thank you guys for the continued support and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video guys, I created this beautiful pastel moment. Oh my goodness guys. So, I don't know if you guys are following me on IG. If you guys do, you guys already know that I am obsessed with this Netflix series called Elite. And like, I cannot put the rhinestones down as well as create like angular makeup. So, I don't know if that's a European thing. The show is recorded in Spain. But you know, every like country has their own kind of makeup demographic and makeup style. So, I'm obsessed with the makeup stylings in the Netflix series, especially when they go to the club. They always have these like fancy light reflecting, you know, particles on the face that really catches the light gorgeously. So that's why I've really been obsessed. So my video that I recorded yesterday or last week's video, there was very much a glitter, very flex, very full-on drama, but still neutral for my neutral lovers. We definitely played it up a little bit in that video, so I definitely wanted to play it up in this video as well. Recently, I've been being consistent with creating a more soft glam look as well as a colorful look on my 2 days off, so I can give you guys variety on this channel. It's also not only about cut creases, I do change up the techniques here and there. So you guys, if you guys are enjoying my content, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up for changing up the technique on the channel. You guys know that I try to always deliver. So let's jump right into today's featured palettes. So I did use more than one palette in today's video. I literally today was an artistic look. You guys do not need to purchase these palettes to create the look. Grab what you have, especially if you guys like this kind of look. Just get corresponding colors and you guys will be fine. So I did use more than one eyeshadow palette in today's video only because the shades that I needed were not in the palette that I initially wanted to use. So let's jump right into it. So the first palette that we did feature in today's video was the Bperfect Carnival 3 palette. And of course, you guys know this is the palette for the collection. This is a treasure, y'all. If you guys haven't already seen the color story to this palette, let me go ahead and show you. Like, guys, this is really all you need as far as pigment, like, in your collection. This palette is so amazing. I love this palette. I did use a lot of the purples to create that disconnected eyeliner moment. For the pastel shades on my eyelid, I did use the Norvina Volume 6 palette, as well as I did utilize a lot of the Plouise bases in this video. So I did use these three in today's video. This will be my first time using these two. And guys, y'all know I am a huge fan of Plouise, and these bases definitely didn't disappoint. I also like to note in my videos if I struggled with creating a look, because that gives you guys the most realistic review on some of the products that I use. And today's video was a breeze to record. Everything worked in harmony with each other and I did not have any struggles with the makeup in today's video. So I think that's all I need to mention in today's video. So if you guys are enjoying my content, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the Ignitions family if you aren't already. Don't forget to spread the word on your new favorite influencer. And without further ado, guys, enjoy this tutorial and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later. What's good, y'all? You guys already know, jumping right into voiceover. So here is a close-up of today's look. So let's go ahead and start recreating. So jumping right into my favorite eyeshadow base. You guys already know my Plouise eyeshadow base in Rumor number 2. So we are going to go ahead and just dot that all over our eye. And then we are going to blend it out with a kabuki style brush. So you want to make sure that this is blended out nice and beautifully, that there is no creases. So we should look like this after nice and blended. So let's jump right into our featured eyeshadow palette in today's video. We are going to use the Bperfect Carnival 3 palette, and the first shade that we are going to jump into is that color Grape. Now, for my vision for this one, I definitely wanted to do that winged kind of shape that I love. And so what I'm gonna do is do almost like a cut crease method. So you are gonna see my layering technique. So I'm gonna start off with the darkest shade, and then we're gonna start building that cloud method or that cloud look that I love. So we're gonna jump right into Fruity. Fruity is going to be our second transition shade, and I am laying that with a pencil brush, but the pencil brush wasn't blending out the color, so I did switch over over to a small detail blending brush. And then of course we're going to jump into our final blending color, which was called Lilac. Now Lilac is one of my personal favorite colors from this palette. I just love the way it just ties everything together. It's one of my favorite colors in the shade, in the palette. You know what I mean. So anywho's, after everything is done, we're gonna go ahead and do a second round of eyeshadow. So we're just gonna reapply all of them, starting from darkest to lightest. So we're gonna go into that grape color, and then we're going into the fruity color. Then of course we are going to finish off that blend with Lilac. You guys already know how we do. Baddies don't leave the house without what? Unblended eyeshadows, and that's on par. Alright guys, so I'm gonna add a little bit more dimension to that purple. We are gonna take Twilight and Black Bean, and I'm just gonna mix them. I don't want it too dark, but I definitely wanted to deepen it up a little bit. So we're gonna add that color right to the base of the wing, and again, this is gonna give that shape a lot of dimension. Alright guys, so jumping right into our Plouise paint and blank canvas, we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease and do a little bit of cleaning up. So again guys, you want to take your time when you are doing this, but this is gonna really just clean out and get the shape that you want, and here is where we should be at. Now for some reason I did lose a lot of intensity here, so I am gonna go back with another round. So this is just realistically guys how eyeshadow looks turn out. You know, sometimes you just have to go back and forth until it's done. The great thing about the Bperfect Carnival 3 palette is that the shadows deliver. So once I went in with the shadows again, everything looked beautiful. So you guys already see, like, this really did it for me this third time around. It's blended to perfection, looking completely airbrushed. Alright guys, so moving on to our Plouise bases, I am going to take Winter Rose, Hint of Mint, and Vivid Violet, and I'm going to use those pastel shades on my hand. You can put it on a petri dish, however you like, and we're going to start off with the Vivid Violet, and we're just going to go ahead and sandwich it closer than I would if I was doing a halo eye, because I am going to lay down the Winter Rose or that pink shade right near it. And oh my gosh, so this is going to look almost like watercolors, which I really like, and it was a look on its own. But of course we're gonna go on with shadow on top of this. I cannot talk today, y'all. So again, just marry the two shades together, and then finally we're gonna put that Hint of Mint right in the center. And honestly guys, I was loving the way this is looking. It was really truly looking like watercolors, or like kind of like a tie-dye moment. I was like, oh, this is so cute. But of course we're extra AF, so we're definitely gonna lay down some shadows. So we're gonna go into the Norvina Volume 6 palette, and we're gonna start off with that C3, which was that pinky shade, and we're just gonna lay this down. Now when you guys are laying this down, make sure that you are patting and blending them into the secondary color that's near it. And you guys do not want to leave this harsh, so make sure that you're taking your time to really blend this out. So moving on to the lilac shade, we are going to go into C1. Now the only thing that I would do different is add a little bit of dimension to that lilac shade, because both of the palettes, the lilac shades were very similar, so I really wish that there was a deeper shade of lilac, but you know, you can't have it all. But nonetheless, it just looked gorgeous. And then of course we went into that beautiful mint shade, which was called B4, and we just put that right on the center of our eyelids. So to finish off the look, we are going to go into that yellow shade, and y'all, I did this with a fluffy brush so that way I get a wash of color. And while I was blending, it did turn a little bit of the pink into orange, so it was just a beautiful, like almost like rainbow moment. Alright guys, so jumping right into our eyeliner, you guys know I love me some LA Girl Shockwave liners. So this one was called Screaming, this beautiful yellow. I was here for it, y'all. If you guys don't have any LA Girl liners, you guys are sleeping on this brand, and they're very affordable. Alright guys, so moving back right into the Bperfect Cosmetics palette, we are going to go back into the pearl shade. Y'all, that pearl shade was everything. It really gave my eye the life that it needed. Alright guys, so jumping right into lashes, we are going to use our Ardell Wispies. Now this is an actually used up pair of lashes. I just wanted to experiment and put blue mascara on there, but the blue mascara truly didn't translate on film, so I didn't even feature the mascara. And then I went into some rhinestones, and of course we're going to zoom out to get into this complexion. So we're going to start off with our Pixi priming oil. You guys know how I do on this channel. If you guys are normal to dry skin, this is going to change up your makeup routine and allow your makeup to go on flawless. Stop playing. If you guys haven't tried this primer, It's everything. I put my word on it. Anyways, moving on to color corrector. You guys know I can't do anything about my color corrector, so this is the Lancôme Teint Idol color corrector in the color peach. If you guys have any kind of discoloration, this will wipe out any kind of discoloration and allow whatever you put on top of it to go on true to color. So I also take a detail brush to make my lines really sharp. So that's just a little bit of a tip. If you guys have a flat brush, after you lay down your corrector or concealer, use this and it will clean up everything nice and beautifully. Alright guys, so jumping right into foundation, we are going to use the Ahb Luminous foundation, and this is one of my holy grails, definitely top 5 foundations. It just leaves your skin so beautiful. It has a light to medium coverage, and it just, the luminescence that it gives is everything, and I'm definitely here for the glow of it all. Alright guys, you guys know I can't put this concealer down. This is the Tillbury Magic Away Concealer. Now, if you guys are just tuning in, this is my favorite concealer at the moment because it just leaves a velvety, smooth finish to the skin that's unlike any other. It's just gorgeous. It really just elevates your whole face and takes your foundation routine to another level. I mean, I'm just saying, it's one of the ones definitely for the collection. Moving on to setting powder, we are going to use the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Pound Cake, and I'm just going to apply that with a powder puff. One of my favorite setting powders as well. Alright guys, so moving on to facial powder, we are going to set our face with the Coulorpop Pretty Fresh pressed powder. If you guys are looking for a dupe for the one size powder, this is it, y'all. Stop playing. This powder has been my top powder for the last month, and I have not used anything else. That's how good it is. Alright guys, so moving on to glow, we are going to use the MAC Cosmetics cream color base in the color Hush. This product is just my ride or die. It gives a nice candlelight glow on the skin. It's everything. It's everything. Y'all need it. Alright guys, so jumping right into the one size made for shade bronzing and scope trio, I am going to take a tulip brush. Now guys, this is super important with this product because this product is pigmented. You need, what I suggest that you do is use a flimsy brush that's not going to pick up a lot of product. And y'all, this is my favorite way of applying this bronzer because this bronzer can get really muddy really quickly. So with this kind of brush and technique, it just gives a flawless application, as you guys can see. Alright guys, so moving on to blush, we are going to use the one size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in the color Freaky Peach, and I am going to go ahead and jump right into the actual powder blush, and y'all, here for it. Here for it. I was looking cute, whatever. Alright guys, so moving back into the palette, we are going to start off with Grape, and I am going to do that signature double wing eyeliner that I love to do. So I am going to just drag out the color and just lay it down on the inner part, and I am going to do like a little cat flick on the front. So I just wanted to give you guys that heads up. And then I did go into, I think this color was called Twilight, and this one is just going to add a little bit of smoke and dimension to that wing. And of course, we're just going to keep on blending the center, not the outskirts of the wing. And then we're just going to take that final shade, which was called Lilac, and we're just going to blend down really far because I like everything to look shadowy, blended, cloudy. You guys know, whichever acronym you want to use it. Alright guys, and I'm going to jump into a white eyeliner now. I'm doing this to not only clean up my lines, but to also give a highlight. So if you guys struggle with cleaning up any kind of lines, this is a really great tip because once you put on a cream product in between here, guys, I'm going to tell you, it's going to clean up the lines and make them super sharp. Like, look at that, y'all. So that's just a tip. If you guys have any cream colors that you can put in between here, it will clean it up and just make life so much easier for me and you. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right back into the Carnival 3 palette, and we're just going to lay down that pearl again right on the inner portion, and voila, here is where we should be at. So let's jump right into lips. So we are going to go ahead and use the ABH Cool Brown Lip Liner, and I'm just going to line my lips. Now, if I could go back and redo this, I probably would go in with MAC Plum Lip Liner because a pinkier lip would have been so much more appropriate with this look. I would have preferred it, but it is what it is. Anyway, moving on to lipstick, we are going to use the Fenty Beauty Lipstick in Mother Lover, and this one is stated to be a matte lipstick, but it reminds me so much of an amplified cream from MAC, and it also is not full coverage, but it's very nice on the lip. And of course, we're going to go into my favorite lip gloss formula, the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs in Fussy, and you guys know this one gives what it needs to give always. Alright everyone, if you guys made it to the end, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. Sound off and let me know what you guys think about the look. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.